फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं अली रज़ा और आप देख रहे हैं मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल। तो आज का जो टॉपिक है वो है मार्केटिंग के हवाले से लेसन नंबर 13, द मार्केटिंग रिसर्च प्रोसेस कंटिन्यूड। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। कंज्यूमर मार्केट contact method are used to obtain the information. Contact method can be listed as mail questionnaire used to collect a large amount of information at a lower cost. Telephone interviewing a good method for collecting information quickly. Third personal interviewing, which can be either individual or group interviewing. A form of personal interviewing is focus group interviewing. Focus group interviewing consists of inviting 6 to 10 people together for a few hours with a trained interviewer to talk about a product, services, or organization. The interviewer focus the group discussion on important issue. Computer interviewing is a new method being used in the technology age. Consumer need question for a computer screen and respond. A sample is a segment of the population selected for marketing research to represent the population as a whole. Marketing researchers usually draw conclusion about large group of consumer by studying a small sample of the total consumer population. Computer interviewing. Kinds of sample include probability samples. Each population member has a known chance of being included in the sample, and a researcher can calculate a confidence limit for sampling error. No probability samples, sampling error cannot be measured. Research instruments. In collecting primary data, marketing researchers have a choice of two main research instruments: the questionnaire and mechanical devices. The questionnaire is by far the most common instrument, whether administered in person, by phone, or online. Questionnaires are very flexible. There are many ways to ask question. However, they must be developed carefully and tested before they can be used on a large scale. A carelessly prepared questionnaire usually contains several errors. In preparing a questionnaire, the marketing researcher must first decide what question to ask. A questionnaire frequently leave out questions that should be answered and include questions that cannot be answered, will not be answered, or need not be answered. Each question should be checked to see the it contributes to research objectives. Step 3: implementing the research plan. The scientist next sets the promoting research strategy in motion. They include gathering and handling and investigating the data. Information instruments can be done by the organization, advertising, research staff, or by outside firms. The organization keeps more command over the instruments, interaction, and information quality by the utilizing its own staff. Step 4: interrupting and reporting the finding. The final step is the marketing research process is interrupting and reporting the findings. The researcher should keep from overbeing manager with a number and fancy statistical techniques. Researchers should present important findings that are useful in the major decision faced by management. Interruption should not be left only to researcher. Marketer managers will also have an important insight into the problems. Defining consumer market. Consumer behavior is influenced by the buyer's characteristics and by the buyer decision process. Buyer characteristics include four major factors: cultural, social, personal, and psychological. Consumer market. Consumer buying refers to the buying behavior of final consumer, individual and household who buy goods and services of personal consumption. The world consumer market consists of more than 6 billion at percent growth rate. The world population will research at 8 billion people